Welcome to Best Friends Forever. I'm Radia Hersey. Name a better trio than the three of us sitting here. I'll wait. These two ladies, they have been a huge part of my life. We have gone through lots of partying, drinking, foolishness, craziness, and any other ness you could think of. We did it. Welcome to the show, Best Friends Forever. My two girls, Tan and Tamika. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
Yay us.
Yay us. We here.
We here. I'm gonna be gentle. I'm gonna start off gentle.
Okay.
Since I know all the dirt, okay?
Yes.
So actually you two knew each other before I came in the picture. Tan is the connector. So I understand you met Tan and she was looking a little stank.
Well, that's how we're going to do start. Okay, hey, come on.
The first time I saw her, she was very professional, had her hair in a bun. And so, I was in my late 30s.
No, 20.
Late
20s.
20s. You're right. Late 20s. And so I was still quite silly and fun and all the things at work too. And so I go up to this sister and I'm like, hey, and she just kind of had this serious look. And I'm like, oh, you one of them.
She's no fun.
You're one of them. So let me move on down the road. He's on down the road.
It is called poise. It is called poise.
And then there was this one day we just happened to be in the break room at the same time. And she was looking at a newspaper article and she was like, oh, that's my boo. And so she said the person's name and it was a celebrity at the time. He was an athlete and I was like, really? And she looked around. I was like, he was like one of my good friends. And so she was like, oh my God, I have got to watch what I say around this place. But then I knew at that moment that we were going to be cool.
One small correction. I had called him my baby daddy.
Oh, that you
Thank
did?
you.
That
I'm
was him
ready
I was
to-
like,
yeah.
yeah, that was my baby daddy. So, yes.
Then you knew it was a match made in heaven.
We didn't know in that moment, but we learned quick.
We learned
quick.
So take me through the years before I came in the picture. You guys met in Atlanta.
Mhm.
Yes.
And so, of course, Atlanta at that time was really, I would say, like one of the most poppin' cities, because you had football teams, you had basketball teams, you had strip clubs because, Atlanta got the best strip clubs. And so I know, talk to me about the clubbing days and what that was like.
So I'll start. So interestingly enough, because we talked about this when we were getting to know each other, I'm surprised that we never ran across each other before we actually met, because I was in the military in South Georgia at the time, and we would go to Atlanta quite a bit to party. And we were in all the clubs, all the same clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Because Atlanta was like the mini Hollywood and the big music scene at that time, we were in the same clubs at the same times because of the folks that were in their parties, that sort of thing. So when we met, though, it was when we started our friendship, honestly, we're kind of like unlikely friends. We'd be real hot or real cold. And I'd say that we would go out and we would have these extreme things happen when we would go out. And I'd be like, Jesus, I don't even know if I like this girl. And now I got to get out of a situation with her. But then I would go to her house or she would come to my house. And I go to her house more. But I would go to her house. She would give me a blanket. I would get on one couch. She would get on one couch. And we would literally spend 6 hours together watching movies, talking every few minutes, but we kind of did the same thing. We were real comfortable with just being. in silence or being, you know, with the hypeness, with the foolishness and the crazy. And so it's I think it was those, maybe some of those heavy things that we were thrown into really early that helped us to develop friendship.
I before I met Tan, I was on the scene. I was modeling and all that kind of stuff. And so being out, by the time I met Tan, I was a mom already, and I had my daughter, and she was 7. I think she
6 or
was
7, yeah.
I think she was around 7. And I was tired from kind of being out like that. And so, yeah, being at home and just kind of chilling on the couch was kind of my thing, because my daughter could also be in that space and see us interact and move through life in a way that I can be proud of as a mom. And so we had our fun, but my kids and Tan's niece were a big part of our life. And so we conducted ourselves in a way that I think we both can be proud of. But we had some fun and we have some stories.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories, when I came into the picture, which was a few years after, because I left New York City, moved to Atlanta, moved in with Tan, and then Tan is like the connector, you know, because I have met all of her friends have become our friends. And I remember meeting you because you had just had your son. And, you know, and we just clicked. And like, one of my favorite memories is being at Tan's house, and we were broke. Like, I think all of us were broke at the time. I mean, we were like 20s, no money, no furniture.
If one person had $20, we all had $20. We were never broke. Somebody had 20.
And it's just, we had some good times at Tan's apartment. Like, that was kind of like the spot. Now that I think about it, it was always, because you were centrally located. So it was super easy to just get to you. And look, we sit on the floor. You had the little table that was a little foldable table.
The little,
and like I said, you had
CVS
$20, you go get a pack of chicken wings, and you know, we had a good time being broke. I have to say, if we're gonna be broke, we did broke pretty well.
We did.
We don't want to be broke.
We don't want to be broke now as grown women.
But we definitely know how to make lemonade out of lemons. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it really felt like we were broke, because we always had food.
Right.
Radia found us $2 wine, $2 chuck. So we had
Thank you,
$2
Trader
wine.
Joe's.
Yeah, we had $2 wine, and we ate good.
We did.
We did.
Gumbo.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, that's because both of y'all can cook.
That is true.
So I think we all can cook, but
Yeah.
y'all like to cook. You know, I do it out of necessity.
Yeah.
So, you know, being able to make a great meal out of what's in your refrigerator that's a talent.
Yes.
And we were able to do that.
So we all have taken trips together. And I know, like, taking trips, that's where, you know, you start building on like memories and everything. And so what is your favorite memory of each other, including me?
On a trip?
Well, you know what? Maybe not a trip, but if it is a trip, then go ahead and talk about it. But if not,
So I would say probably a trip, if we're going to go trip-wise. The one that we just did for your birthday a couple of years ago in the Dominican Republic. Honestly, I don't know that I have, I'll say this, I don't know that I have one favorite memory. I just get excited when we're going to get together, because I know it's going to be a good time. It is almost like coming together. I know we're all going to revert back to being 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. There is nothing serious. It's going to be pop culture, a lot of
foolishness.
One of those nests that you talked about
one
at
of
the
those
beginning.
one of those nesses. But it's going to be a lot of it. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be some Auntie Ayanla fixing your life, because we're going to get it together over some wine and we're going to hash out this problem or whatever it is to fix your life. But it's just going to be a good time. I think for me, my spirit is lifted every time the three of us are together. It just feeds my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories is Uncle Julio's.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Uncle Julio's, RIP in Atlanta.
Yes.
Because that was our spot.
Yes.
And we would just go and drink margaritas.
Mhm.
And I want to know, do you guys remember it was the three of us, and there was a guy, he was sitting next to us, and he had his daughter, and his daughter went to the bathroom, and she was in there for a while. And he said, can you all just go in there and check on my daughter? And the mamas that we are, we're like, yes, we're going to make sure nothing happened to your baby. And we went in and she was fine. And we came back out and he was like, are y'all single moms? Can I buy y'all around? We were like, yes. Okay, so what about your favorite memory?
It's definitely my 50th birthday trip.
Tell us about that.
And having you all there. It was the dinner, the last dinner, which was on my birthday. I gave a little bit of a speech and had said that I didn't know if I was going to see 50 during that dinner. And I got a little bit emotional and I had some memories that I kind of recapped with everybody that was there. But this trip was my closest friends and my brothers there at the same time. And so I was surrounded by people who loved me. And I'm so thankful that I took that trip and was able to share that moment with all of you all, because I had no idea what was coming, not 6 months later.
And we will get to that. Yes, I have to say 50th is my favorite memory of you, because baby, if you go on vacation, you got to vacation the way she did her 50th. Okay. It was like amazing. Villa, housekeeper, chef. I didn't have to lift a finger. Pool. The drinks were flowing.
Were the drinks flowing? We had to cut him off.
And it was accident free, because didn't y'all go on vacation and one of you ended up
yes
injured?
Yes, that's probably my second favorite memory.
It was like she took a fall, and we were in Jamaica. It was the last day, and she just took a fall, and I could see it in slow motion, and I was like, no.
Like, this is the thing. Before the fall, I was sitting here. It had started raining,
right?
And
we were in the pool.
I was an interior designer for 20 years, and I knew the tile around the pool and the lanai was not the appropriate tile. So I knew that going in, because I had already slipped a little bit going into the villa, but it started raining and we were in the pool. I don't know what.
We were in the pool.
I don't know what the thought was behind get out of the pool because it's raining. It wasn't lightning. It wasn't thundering. It wasn't any of that. It was, we're in the pool. We're already wet. Why are we getting out of the pool? But in my mind,
Safety.
I was like, don't get out the pool because you're going to fall. Stay in the pool. And I got out the pool. And what happened? Next was horrible.
Did you say man down?
Man down.
This was horrible. I'm still battling that fall today. That was 8 years ago. No, I don't know how long ago.
She called
Years ago.
She called me like, girl, she fell.
It's like, what?
And all I could think about was, I'm going home. I'm not going to be in a Jamaican hospital. I'm going home. I'm going home.
Wait,
So
I was just glad that you fell on like the second to last day, because I was like, that would have ruined the trip. Okay. Well, I have to say my favorite memory with you, Tan, is Paris.
Ooh.
That was our first time there.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I decided, let's take a bike ride, because who forgets how to ride a bike, right? Last time I had been on a bike, I was 12, okay? So we get on this bike, and honey, I'm just like, I'm on the struggle bus. Okay. I am all the way in the back. Okay. And I am just pedaling like how do I do this? I'm just going.
And she kept saying, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Do you like this seat? This damn seat? It's not for everybody."
The seat was so uncomfortable. And so we pull up to a boat because it also included a boat ride.
Mhm.
And so we get on the boat, and I was like, this is my speed, okay? They have the champagne flowing, and I love the champs, okay? Love it, love it, love it. And we're just drinking. We are drinking, like, we see the Eiffel Tower behind us. I was like, yes, this is great.
Mhm.
And then they make an announcement that we have to go dock the boat and get back on the bike. And I said, excuse me?
She's like, "I'm not riding that
Wait
bike."
a minute. I just thought that the bikes would just go back to wherever they came from. And we had to get on the bike drunk. This is drunk Radia. Okay? And I'm on the bike. And I said, Tan, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. You have to call my mom and tell her I'm died in Paris.
And they had her in this big yellow, like, road guard vest.
Like the crossing guard.
Crossing guard. Yeah. And so whenever I think about Paris, I think about that and just like, whew, Lord, I almost died.
Mhm.
And I will never get on a bike again unless it's a Peloton.
I want to know why I was not in Paris. How I missed that
I don't
trip.
know how you missed that trip. I don't know.
No clue.
So if you guys had to describe one word to describe each other, like what would it be?
You go first.
Foolish.
In
In the most refined way.
Oh,
In the most refined
refined
way.
foolishness. Okay.
Refined.
That could be all of our words. Foolishness.
Let's get 2 words. Let's get 2 words because you got to be true to who you are. There is a lot of foolishness that happens in this group, but I would say resilient.
I was going to say tenacious.
Strong.
I think we are. I think life has punched us a few times,
Mhm.
and we have proven ourselves to be some of God's strongest soldiers. And I know now, God, we are strong. We know it. You can go tap somebody else on the shoulder.
Go find another soldier.
Yeah, we can go. Some other people need to know how strong they are. We're good.
I want it to
We
be my
have
turn.
proven our strength.
We have proven.
And God, that is Radia and Tamika joking about you and not me.
And as I always say,
Just in
he
case.
knows me. God
Just
knows
in
my
case.
heart. He knows me. He made me.
So we are all moms. You all have daughters. What do you hope your daughters are learning about friendship through us?
What it truly is. What true friends look like. How true friends move. How true friends support each other. And there's so much. We came up in an era that we were shielded from having to live our lives on social media.
Thank
And
the
so,
Lord.
I know, right? None of us would be employed or employable. Let me say that. But
We Gen Xers would have never put their business out there.
That's
I'm just gonna
true.
say that.
But yeah, I think that's what I would like for her to see true friendship. And also, what do you do when life doesn't go as you've planned it? How do you get through it? And so I think some of our best moments have been through struggle, honestly. We'll talk about that 6-month period, but to look up and know that my 2 girls are dropping everything to be in the space with me meant everything.
Yeah. And I would say for me that they see, even in all of the laughter, the healthy parts of friendship. and just really what the dynamic of these relationships are very healthy, that they learn how to love. They learn how to love. I think this younger generation, there's this gap in how they show up for each other. So I think that I hope that they learn love and what that looks like. I hope they learn and see from us grace. One thing that I always think that we do well is, and we don't have a lot of the rifts that a lot of other people have. And I think that's a maturity of who we are. But there is a level of grace that we extend each other. And when something doesn't land right with the other, I know that each of us is really comfortable reaching out to say, hey, now it's not going to be scripted like TV, but it's like, you all right?
Mm-hmm.
I said this, you good? Okay. A couple of extra words in there, but there's accountability in it when we feel like we have hurt in any way or something might need to have some clarity. Because I think that's important.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of the things that I love about us is that there isn't a filter, that we can be honest with each other. Because like, are you really friends if you can't be honest with each other? You can't really say how you feel. I mean, sometimes, go
But
ahead.
for y'all, you can hold some of that honesty. Like
Yes.
we don't need it all. Y'all can give it.
That is true.
There's no holding back. It's like, oh, I didn't need that. You could have given me the first 30 seconds, but okay.
Well, yes, I will say out of all of us, Tamika and I are the most outspoken, and definitely in our 20s. Like, baby,
Mm-hmm.
I might snatch you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, as a almost 49-year-old, I know how to curse you out without cursing you out.
Use your big wordly wise words.
Use my big English words, my English degree that I have, put it to use, Also, I was thinking back to our table talk days.
Yes.
Now, if you guys don't know what table talk is, it is, we had a podcast before podcasts were a thing. So we were like a little bit ahead of our time. Thank God that tape has been burned, and just because we would be unemployable at the moment, or at least
No.
I would be well, I'm a chef, so all that stuff goes in the kitchen, so it wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But, that was a really fun moment. We used to do our Hump Day Hottie. Who wants to talk about Hump Day Hottie?
Go ahead and tell what.
You want me to say?
Tell them what Hump Day Hottie
Hump
is.
Day Hottie. So first of all, table talk was for us a way to kind of let our hair down. With everything that we were having to go through with work and all the things, it was just those moments where we could be unfiltered and unscripted. And if you had the pleasure of listening to Table Talk, it was completely entertaining. But Hump Day Hottie was a segment of our show where we would pick a guy, a celebrity that we had a crush on for the moment, because it was one day. It was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So Wednesday, your Wednesday crush, and who it would be. And I think at one point we did like, you picked 3 from each generation.
Right.
We had an older Hump Day Hottie, one that was our age, and whatever.
Who had to be, was it either 18 or 21? Because we were like 18 for the little.
And why did we have to do that? It was because somebody kept picking like these youngsters. And I was like, they're not even old enough to go anywhere. Who is this?
No, we said drinking age, so I think 21.
Yeah.
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 But that was a good time for us.
Well,
a lot
it
of
was.
kikiing before kikiing was like really a thing.
It was.
And so, yeah, so we were definitely ahead of us. And obviously you guys have professional careers. And I have to say, I'm so proud of you too, because you guys have really gone through the ranks of corporate America. And I'm so proud of you all.
Ooh. We appreciate you.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed. We're proud of you too.
Absolutely.
thank you, girl. I appreciate it. For old time's sake, give me, who is your current day Hump Day Hottie? I want to see, has it changed over the years? Tamika?
Ooh, um, Hump Day Hottie today. Wow. I'm a fan of Logan from the 100, so I'm gonna say Ricky Whittle.
I don't even know what that is.
You do know who Ricky Whittle is.
I feel like he was your Hump Day Hottie back in the day
He
too.
wasn't. He wasn't.
He's a British actor.
He is.
We'll have to.
Okay, well, y'all Google him, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know who that is.
I actually have a picture of me. It looks crazy, so no, I'm not gonna give you that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yes.
And what about you, Tan?
So, in the spirit of Hump Day Hottie, I have more than one. I'm always going to go with my
You
classic.
being greedy?
And it is what it is. Morris is still on my list.
Now, how you gonna take my Hump Day Hottie?
He was not. Michael Jordan was yours. We've been talking about this for decades. Anyway, Morris is still mine. Pick a new one. And then in this little young tender era, the little Michael B.
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan and what's her name's fiance? Keith Powers?
Oh, Keith Powers.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cute in the movie with Taraji.
Man, what Gabrielle?
Gabrielle.
Yes.
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle.
Some things never change. Yeah, you guys.
Hey,
It's
my
one of
Hump
the
Day
black
Hottie,
women
since I
in
can't
Hollywood.
have Morris, is going to be Idris.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, that'll be Idris.
Okay, but then you got to come back with a youngin. Give us a youngin.
A youngin. Let's see. You know, I don't like the children.
But Mario made your list back in the day.
Did he?
He did.
And I was like, what?
He did.
Okay, well,
I mean, he's
I
grown.
don't know if
now,
I'm gonna
but-
do Mario. Like, I'm trying to think who are like the young. You know, I don't like the kids.
I have a
I
young
need you
one
to
for
be
you.
Gen X. Go ahead.
Da Vinci.
Who is that?
Oh,
Oh
he
my
is.
God, BMF.
I don't know who that is.
Really?
I'm showing my age.
Did
I
you
don't
watch the Mary J movies on Lifetime?
No,
Oh, they're good, actually.
I don't have Lifetime. Okay, it's not on
I'm
YouTube
sorry.
TV.
I thought you, Mary J, super fan, you would have watched her
The music, not the movies.
Yeah.
The movies are actually very good.
Okay, I don't have a Hump Day
You
Hottie
did.
for the young ones.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone. I can't think of. No, I can't. No,
She don't like the children.
I don't like.
She said it out loud.
I don't like the children.
Yeah.
My child is grown. I don't have to like the children.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you
Okay.
back up off Morris.
She is going to double down on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
She does not like the children.
I like my child and I like you all's children. Everybody else's children, I'm good with. I'm good. Been there, done that.
Don't invite Radia to the birthday party. She ain't
On the barbecue.
On our next episode, we're gonna go we're gonna pull at the heartstrings. I'm gonna tell you how these two ladies supported me through some of the most difficult times in my life. So we'll see you next time. When she died, and of course, I'm the planner, and I didn't have to think about it.